All right, hey guys. Good morning. Sunday morning. A little change of plans. I'm not going to be able to crank out the PCMR today, so we'll have to wait till Wednesday for the next one. We're gonna be doing some stuff today. I want to take some time, however. There was a pretty good video that I put out yesterday talking about the market of the 2024 nickels, talking about 2025 coinage, and everything that's going on there. The pure lack of any news or any visible proof that 2025 coinage has made it out into circulation kind of worries me right about now. Now, it's to a lot of people that there's going to be some of you that are going to say it's way too early in the game, to get worried about things like that. What's the worry, right? The worry is that we're going to see less production because production hasn't happened yet. I'm sure it has. So they'll release when they release. I mean, it used to be 10 years ago, somewhere around there. The first Lincoln Cents didn't really come out until the first week of February. So it was crickets all month long in January, up until the first reported coins of that year to come out for the year. It's inconsequential, I suppose. And I don't know. Well, we'll just see. I think everything's going to be okay. I still somehow feel like that production's going to be lighter this year because 2026. The big thing I wanted to talk about today, and it all has to do with the 2024 nickels, is we had a comment come in that I'm going to address, and I promise to be as polite as I can be. Wally costs 67884. Here's what he had said. And talking about the hype of these nickels and how much they've been selling for, and the fact that the P-Mint nickels had plummeted. Sean, you were part of the problem. You hyped these nickels hard. I bought P&D rolls because of your advice. At the time, you were saying the P rolls had low mintage like the Ds. I asked that why are the P rolls going for $40 and the D rolls $200? All I heard were crickets. I had no idea that you even asked that question. Out of all the videos I've done since I started talking about the 2024 nickels up to this point, you could point to any single one particular video and you could have made that comment in there, and I probably would have missed it. I read a lot of the comments. I don't read all the comments, okay, first and foremost. Number two, all right, I probably had made mention a long time ago in the very, very beginning, probably back in August or September, that, it might be okay to buy one or two of these rolls before they go out of hand. Why? There's a stark difference at the time that the P-Mint rolls were going, well, $40 was cheap for the time. $200, pretty big difference. The big difference was the Denver Mint production number at 33 million represents the lowest mintage within the last 50 years, going all the way back to 1958. All right. The P-Mint was not the lowest. It was actually, I believe, the fourth lowest mintage. That actually had a higher mintage than the 2009 P&D coins, respectively. So they were fourth in line. So that represents the big price difference between those rolls and the other one. And I had made a short little past mention about, it'd be cool to have maybe a roll of each or whatever. Okay, what escaped Wally's mind, and I had said this on a multiple amount of videos. As a matter of fact, every damn video that the 2024 nickel conversation came up into play, these were a hot potato coin, okay? You never knew what was going to happen, okay? That was the second point I made. And number three, this was simply pure a power play to go out there and find the coins and sell them. I mean, who's going to be mad at finding, full rolls of nickels that you could turn around and sell for $50 or $200, right? It's like, the one prick that decides to say, well, you're the one that hyped these up. I hyped him up to go out there in the pursuit of finding these, not to go out and fucking buy every single one of them. Sorry, my bad. But that's what I've been talking about. I've talked about it. I've pounded it into everybody's brains that this was a cash grab opportunity and that you should never hold on to these. You should never hold on to these. When you could sell at the time a full bank box of 2024 P rolls for $3,000, can you imagine you sell that for $3,000, turn around and buy a pre 1933 double eagle? I mean, and that's if we're talking coins, like, trading this for that, no brainer, right? But there are a lot of other things that you can do with $3,000. Pay down bills, pay down credit cards, fund Christmas, things like that. Nowhere, and do I mean nowhere, in every consecutive video that I've talked about the 2024 nickels, I say, yes, we got to buy them all, folks. We got to buy them all. Pay $250, pay $300. It's a fucking interactive auction. It's far from that. Okay, the big talking point, the main idea of every single one of those videos was the pursuit of going to the banks, hunting them down and then flipping them, getting rid of them, making sure that at the end of the year, you had none of this shit in inventory. All right. Because as soon as that calendar flips to 2025, it's hands off. It's like whatever happens to the 2024 nickels, who gives a shit? Now, if you were going to complain to me like, oh, Sean, oh my God, my 2024 P nickel rolls, they're only selling for $25 a piece. Who gives a flying bat shit? 12 times your face value, and you're going to complain to me that they tanked? Of course they tanked, because the men produced them. Again, that's one of the things that we don't count on in life is for that parity, right? Shit can happen at any given time. They might go out and produce 2026 coinage and release them in February, and we won't know about it, right? It's, those are the things that happen behind the scenes that, it doesn't involve us, right? What does involve us is what we have controllable at our time, right? Accountability. We take accountability. It seems like that word everybody is, they're I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. It seems to be that a lot of people are allergic to the word accountability. And it's like, stop trying to blame other people. When you know damn well that the money's still good. Even though these things have dropped to $25 a roll, who gives a flying bat shit, right? If you found them at a bank, all right, and they produced a whole bunch of them at the end of the year, and I would assume that they're going to be in the banking system right now. Are you going to say, ooh, no, I don't want those 2024 P roll nickels that have tanked in value because, they're barely worth over $2 face value? Right, $25 per roll as of today's market. Right, that's a real tank job. Whereas, hey, guess what? In 2023, you were lucky to sell a full roll of 2023 nickels for $4 to $5 a piece. All right. So as we go on through time, each and every single year, new coins are going to come out. It's inescapable. They're going to be produced. All right. They're going to be produced till I'm long gone. The whole conversion thing to a cashless society and digital currency and all this other rigmarole, all right, is not going to occur until I am long gone. All right. And I hate to break to you guys, but Blue Ridge Silver Hound isn't going anywhere for a long while. So we are kind of stuck in this hobby. You know, you and I together as a family, as a team, we are all here. My particular voice is letting you guys know that something is happening. It's a cause and effect game. All right, what is happening? What can you do to take advantage of it? Everything is quick, you know, high trajectory, quick turnaround type stuff. It's not something that, you know, if we're trying to evolve with the market and how things are going to be, you have to have the mindset, because this is today's mindset, you know. It's like I'd rather sell today but no later than tomorrow. We have to get into the mindset that everything happens fast at a fast pace. We cannot consistently hold on to stuff when we know that they have the current and present value of X today, and it could be X plus 12 tomorrow, or it could be X minus 12 tomorrow. We have to assume that we cannot trust how various markets are going to are going to affect everything. All collectibles, life, cryptocurrency, the price of eggs in China, or, you know, the 1 gallon of milk that now all of a sudden you got to pay $9 for. All of these things, they happen because of cause and effect, and they happen right away. In this social media world, there's none of this business about, oh, we gotta wait until tomorrow or 2 days or 3 days later for it to come out into the newspaper that we may or may not get once a week. You remember going to the convenience store, and it's like, I gotta buy my cup of coffee, I gotta buy that newspaper for the day before you commute to work. All right, a lot of people used to do that back in the day, you know, 80s and 90s, and the news was a lot slower to be delivered. You know, if there was big news, you know, if you were at work, you wouldn't know because there was no smartphones. Everything was by word of mouth, and you know, it's like by the time you get to like the fourth, fifth hand of that pass of that message, you know, it's all the details are always different. My job is to give you the first hand stuff right away, you know, by using actual realized market data, but also not over delivering and over promising on shit, because that's what I don't do. There's no instance in this world where I would say, yes, double down, invest all your money into Hawk Tua coin, meme coin. Like, that's the stupidest thing that ever happened. The same way that I would say that, yeah, go out today, go on eBay and buy every roll of 2024 Jefferson. Are you absolutely out of your fucking mind? That would even be, you know, a common sense thing? No. Talk about pissing away your money, your hard-earned money. All right? Accountability. Own it. And that's what's going to make you a much more clearer-minded individual as we go on in through 2025. As we begin, I would assume that we're going to talk about some pretty epic shit throughout this year in anticipation of 2026. There's always going to be some weird parody mindfuck thing, all right? And we all have to be ready. Like, okay, this is happening now, all right? What's going to happen tomorrow? And we got to kind of meet in the middle and just be very, very, very objective about how we go along with life and how things, you know, we can't lose our cool. We can't lose our head about the next FOMO thing. You know, just understand that X exists, Y is never promised. And just go on through life. But don't go saying and pointing fingers like, oh, I lost my ass and I need someone to blame. You know, it's like, oh yeah, blame the social media influencer guy that, you know, doesn't read his comments and doesn't respond to anything. Well, here's the official response for Wally Cost. Sorry to beat you down tremendously here, you know, but we got to take accountability. I know I do. I have voiced mistakes that I've done in the past, and have been very open and honest about that sort of thing. But at the same time, we have to look ourselves in the mirror. And it's like, wow, I did not pull the debit card out of my wallet and slide it through the slot. I did, it wasn't Blue Ridge Silverhound that made that decision for you, right? We all have a conscience. We all have willpower at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how weak or strong the willpower is. If there's a little bit of that exists in our body, then we have the ability to recognize right from wrong. We have the ability to decide, hey, should I go ahead and take out this $20 bill and pay for my lunch? Or should I just go ahead and make lunch at home and save money? It's like the decisions we make in our life isn't ultimately influenced by other people, but it's influenced by ourselves. I'm not known for kind of like this weird life message, life learning type of thing. That's not me, but it seemed kind of apropos for what was happening here with these nickels. The nickels were simply a means to an end. I mean, if you're going to beat me down over the fact that you lost $25 like I did, I'm not going to say I lost my shit. I spent $55 plus tax and then ended up losing $30. Who cares? Right? I'm healthy, happy. I'm existing in this life today with you folks, my fellow collectors. And, we just have to keep on going. We take it on the chin. I've lost money on whatnot. I've made money on whatnot. I've lost money on eBay. I've made money on eBay. There's a happy medium to everything. But every single thing that goes right and wrong are meant to be life lessons in my continual growth as a person, as a businessman, as a content creator, what have you. All right. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Sorry to keep it all so long-winded, but you guys probably got a little bit of entertainment value here with my just explosive nature. I could be that way sometimes. Wally, thank you for being such a great trooper and all of this. And I would say there will, if it came down to it, and I went to a bank where they had 2024p nickel rolls, knowing full well that they've dropped in value, but they are still worth $25 a roll, I wouldn't leave them there. No. I'd spend $1,000, get everything they have, turn around and make 12 times my money. Oh God. That the market's real. Bag box is still selling at $1,000, $800 to $1,000. I mean, shoot, why would you not buy these things? People keep complaining that, money keeps escaping our lives because of forces that are so unreal. But at the end of the day, it's us, that ends up, making those decisions, about finances. It really is, I did not invest in the Haktua Girl cryptocurrency meme coin because I saw it and I'm like, that thing's a fucking fail. Yeah, I knew it was going to fail within moments. It did too. Oh boy, man, I'm a savant today, It's just, oh man. I just can't help myself. I look in the mirror, I'm like, man, who's that handsome devil right there? We need more people like Blue Ridge Silverhound. Yeah, I'm pumping my shit right now. It's okay. It's all good. Because I have the confidence in who I am in today. Look at this face, for crying out loud. You just don't see that out there. Well, you guys have a great Sunday. See you in a few days with more content and great stuff. I'm thinking about doing a midweek whatnot show. I don't know. It depends on it. I've been feeling really good these days. But yeah, you guys take care. Enjoy the hunt. Keep looking out for new coins. They're not out there yet. Guys scared. Hold me. See you guys.